In this video, I'm going to be going over exactly how to run a full Google Ads campaign for your flooring company. So I'm not going to be leaving anything out. This is going to be step by step. So if you're wanting to run ads on Google for your flooring business and kind of explore this option, or either optimize a current campaign or a couple campaigns you've got going now, this can be very, very helpful and valuable to look what you're looking to do. So I don't like to look at this just like, oh, we're just running some ads on Google. The whole point of this is to get inbound phone calls from people looking for flooring in your area and your flooring installation services. That's the entire point of why you run Google Ads. It's not just to get traffic or impressions or clicks, but the entire point of this is to get direct phone calls. So everything I'm going to be going over, follow it step by step. And the way in which I build these campaigns is proven across lots of different flooring companies that we've worked with to get phone calls. So I promise you, if you build it, just like I say to, you're going to get phone calls. So without further ado, I've tested all the things. I've wasted the money for you to some extent. Done the testing to see what works and what doesn't. So let's dive in to see how we can build this campaign together, and essentially how you can get more phone calls. So let's do it. So obviously, you need to have a Google Ads account. I'm not going to be going over in this video exactly how to set that up. There's tons of different tutorials and stuff, and things you can look up on Google on how to actually set up a Google Ads account. It's very, very easy. You literally just go to ads.google.com like I've got up here, and then you just sign in with a Gmail account, and then you literally just create a Google Ads account and set up your payment method. It's very, very easy. I might actually make some videos on how to actually do that, but there's probably already tons on how to do it. So once you've already got one set up, you should be in an area like this, where it's kind of your main dashboard, essentially, where you've got overview, campaigns, keywords, all those sorts of things. And so you want to go over here to campaigns. So make sure you're on that area. And then obviously we're going to click this and then hit new campaign. Before I do that though, it's really important. I'm not just going to be going over essentially just, okay, click these buttons. It's really important to know the psychology and the structure of setting up these campaigns. It's very, very important, not just to be a button clicker, but to know why to do certain things, how to do them, and kind of the mindset that goes behind it. So essentially how things are set up is you have the campaign overall level, which is essentially, it's kind of, you're picking the objective of what you're looking to do. And we're going to go over that, whether that's like getting more leads, phone calls, direct sales on your website, traffic, things like that. There's several different ones you can do. So that's kind of the goal of the campaign. Then you have what are called ad groups, like I have right here on the left side, and we're going to go over what that is like in detail. But ad groups are essentially, the different things you're targeting, you're going after. So this is where you can separate out your different keywords. You can go after certain interests or search-based intent. And so we're going to go over exactly what that looks like. Then you have kind of your keyword level in those ad groups, where the keywords are exactly what they sound like, where you are targeting specific keywords that are getting searches for the types of products and services you offer for your flooring company, and you target those, and then you can feed ads to those people that search those keywords. It triggers the ad, and so on and so forth. So those are kind of the three basic levels. If you've run Facebook, Instagram ad campaigns, it's essentially the same kind of structure idea. We've got the campaign level, the ad set level, and the ad level. So we're kind of looking at, some of the same structure there. And then the last thing I'll kind of say when it comes to just structure, and we'll go into some more like psychology and mindset too, as I'm going along here in this video. but it's an auction. That's what Google Ads is. That's essentially what a lot of paid advertising is. Is it's an auction. So you're bidding for those top, 2, 3 spots, those sponsored areas, those sponsored ads in the Google search page. And so it all comes down to essentially what your budget is and how much you're willing to bid for each keyword or for each click. And so that's a lot of what it is. So you can build an incredible campaign with great ads, great website, landing page, stuff like that, good keyword selection. But if your bidding and your budget is way too low, it's not going to matter. So you have to ensure that your budget is healthy enough and big enough, and that your bidding is aggressive enough to where you can actually be at the top to get those, good searches and good phone calls. Because if you're at the bottom of the first page or beyond that, you're just not going to get the same results as you will if you're at the top of the search page, of the number one page. So, and I'll go into how you do all those things. I'm going to go over all the details, don't worry, but just kind of priming you on what this is supposed to look like, what it is, because I don't know who you are if you're watching this video or what you know about Google Ads. This may all be very elementary to you, very basic to you, and you're just kind of looking for some extra ways to optimize your campaigns and things like that. Or you could be in the very beginning, you have no idea what Google Ads are. So trying to cover all my bases here. And there's a bunch of other videos on my channel as well that you can look at when it comes to Google Ads. So let's dive in. Let's kind of build a campaign together. And I'll try to give, some good, like the reasons on why I do things, how you can do these for yourselves, because I want to teach you to fish for yourself to some extent. Because it's really important. Like if you are wanting to run these campaigns yourself, you have to know what to do, why to do it, how to do it, when to do it, right? So let's dive in. So we're actually not going to create our campaign yet. A lot of times in a lot of tutorials, you might actually see people that will say, hey, click new campaign, let's build it out. But again, I want to make this very detailed and in-depth for you so you know step by step what to do. So what you're first going to do is essentially create a Google Sheet or an Excel spreadsheet, whatever you use, something like this. And what we're going to do here is we're going to build out the structure, the skeleton, you could say, of our campaign, because this is it's very, very important. You don't just want to, create a campaign and plug in some random flooring keywords like hardwood flooring and laminate flooring and flooring company and just spray and pray. Like that's how you waste a lot of money on Google Ads. You can waste a lot of money on Google Ads. I'm telling you, I've done it before, where if you don't know what you're doing and you just kind of create a campaign real quick with a bunch of different keywords, it's not the way to do it. So, what we're going to do, so you're going to pull this up. You can title it like this, Google Ads Keyword Ad Group, something like that. And then go back to the Google Ads dashboard. And then once you're on your account again, go to Tools and Settings. And then you're going to go to Keyword Planner over here on the left. So the keywords essentially act as like the base of your campaign. This is what you're basing everything off of, is the keyword selection, because this is what drives everything, is what people are searching, how much they're searching for it, what the cost is for each keyword, which determines bidding. And so this kind of determines a lot of stuff. So we're going to click Discover New Keywords. First, click your location you're in. So for the sake of this example, let's say we're in Dallas, Texas, right? So let's say we'll click on one city. Now you can target multiple cities, whatever service areas you go after. We're just going to do one just for the sake of this example, make it easy. Click Save. And then right here, one second. So this is where it can be really tricky, and what you have to think about. The first psychology thing you have to think about is people are going on Google and they're searching for certain products and services, right? So what you have to think about is, what is somebody that is looking for a flooring company or flooring services or products? What are they searching for? What is that search going to look like, right? And that's how we can kind of get some ideas here to structure our ad groups and keyword selection. So I want you to think about it in a couple ways. What are they going to search for, right? So they're going to search for a certain, if they're looking for flooring for their home, they're going to search for a company a lot of times, right? So like a flooring company, let's say, or this could be a flooring contractor, right? So you can, I'm just typing in some ideas here based off what they would search for, like in terms of the type of person or the type of entity that could solve this problem for them. Flooring company, flooring contractor, let's call floor installer, right? A lot of times these are and what I've seen in a lot of the data here, I already kind of know, what the correct keywords are going to be essentially, but just to walk you through this, that's who they're going to search for. That's who they're going to search for when it comes to solving their flooring problem. A flooring company, a floor contractor, or a floor installer, or a flooring store, right? Or a flooring shop, various different. So those are typically a lot of the times, those are the four roughly, general ideas on the who of their searching. So that's really important. The next thing is going to be what would they search for? Now, this is going to be a product or a service, right? So what are the products that you sell and the services that you sell that somebody would search for? So in a lot of cases, for a flooring company, it's going to be, let's start off with the product, right? If you do sell that, if you sell material, hardwood flooring, right? They're going to search that. Or it could be hardwood flooring city name. If you're in Dallas, hardwood flooring, Dallas, right? Something like that. Or hardwood flooring company or hardwood flooring store, something like that. Hardwood flooring, could be laminate flooring, right? If you offer a laminate, it could be vinyl flooring, it could be carpet, call it carpet flooring. They search for that. So that's kind of the product side on the what somebody would search for. What else would they search for? A service, right? So it'd be floor installation, hardwood floor refinishing, right? So I know there's different types of flooring companies. Some of you guys just do hardwood flooring services. Some of you guys do where you sell the material and you do installation and refinishing. Some of you just sell material. So kind of, I'm not going to go through each different type of flooring company, but I think you can piece together what I'm trying to do here. Hardwood floor finishing, like I said, floor installation is what somebody would search for. Okay, we've got, they only had to do 10 keywords. So we're just kind of feeding in some ideas here to Google on how we're going to structure this. So again, we've got the who on what somebody would search for to solve their flooring problem. This is going to be the type of company or the type of person. Okay. And then you've got what they're going to search for. You've got the product and you've got the different types of services, right? This is not all inclusive, but we're actually going to get some more ideas here from Google. So we've got our city name too. So now we're going to click get results. Okay, so Google has kind of given us some ideas here on these are some other ideas based off a couple of the searches that we did. And what's popping up here is you've got the average monthly searches. So they kind of give you an idea of what the volume is, and then the pay or the cost to bid on those keywords. Now this is a really important thing to look at, and I'll kind of go in depth on that here in a little bit when I talk about bidding. But what we're going to do first is what we're trying to do is build out our different ad groups. And so how we do this is we build them out based off different themes. Now, what I talked about was like, what is somebody going to search and who are they going to search for when it comes to solving their flooring problem. And we have to make sure we build it out in theme, like keyword themes, because the idea and the structure is, and this is the really important thing, the strategy is if somebody searches for hardwood flooring Dallas, what they want to see is hardwood flooring Dallas in the search page, right? It seems very basic, but it's true. They don't want to see it about stuff about general flooring or vinyl flooring. I hire a great floor contractor, but they want to see hardwood flooring in Dallas. That's what they search. That's their problem. They need a solution to it. They need people to sell that to them essentially. And so whenever they search that, we want to target that as a keyword, right? And so whenever our ad is triggered within that keyword, we want to have an ad that says what they searched. So they searched hardwood flooring Dallas. We want to have a ad that says hardwood flooring Dallas, right? Like best hardwood flooring Dallas, click to call to get a quote, something like that. It's a text-based ad. And then when they click on that, the idea is you want to have a page after that that talks about how you offer the best hardwood flooring in Dallas and how they can get a quote from you, how they can call you. And so that's the whole idea of how we're trying to structure this campaign. And so we have to build out these different ad groups like that so that we can have it very specifically targeted. Like, so the specific types of flooring and flooring services are in their own group. So there's a hardwood flooring ad group. There'd be like a flooring company ad group. There'd be like a vinyl flooring ad group. And so for each of those ad groups, there's specific ads that get triggered for those thematic keywords. I know that may sound very confusing right now, but we're going to break down what that looks like. So, so our first thing here is we look at the keywords, and let's say you offer carpet. You sell carpet, right? So carpet, that's going to be one of the groups that we want to make for sure. So we've got our carpet, we'll call it carpet flooring. So carpet is the keyword. So this is like the name of the group, and this is the skeletons, the bones of it, that we're gonna actually put it together in the campaign. And so we get our carpet flooring ad group. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick out we're gonna make other groups based off the different types of flooring you offer and the services you offer, as well as what kind of flooring company you are, or like what based off what they're searching. So carpet's one of them. Carpet installation would be a separate group, because somebody searching for carpet is not necessarily looking for carpet installation. So we want to be as specific as possible with our targeting here. So if somebody searches for carpet in our ad, we wanted to say, hey, we've got the best carpet in Dallas or whatever. If someone's searching for a carpet installer or installation, we want the ad to say best carpet installation. So the whole idea is we have to be relevant to what the people are searching for. That's how you get clicks on your ad, because they literally type that in and your ad literally says their problem. You have the solution. They're going to click on it. And on the page after, if it literally says what they're searching for, they're going to give you a call and want to get a quote, and you get the customer and get a job, right? So we're going to put this as actually a different ad group. So we're building out our different ad groups. Let me make this a little bit bigger. So carpet installation will be one. Let's go back here. Floor contractor, that would be one. That's who somebody would search for if they have a flooring problem. If they're looking for a floor installer, whatever. People search for floor. It's 100 to 1,000 searches a month. That's a lot. And so that would be one too. Floor contractor. And then floor installation, that'd be a separate kind of theme somebody would search for. So that way we can make sure we tailor the ad specifically to a floor installation ad if somebody searches for that. And then next, like hardwood flooring, we'll put in hardwood flooring. It's like hardwood is one. So our hardwood flooring ad group. And so this is the idea. And so some other ones I know would be like flooring company, hardwood floor finishing, if you do refinishing, just floor finishing in general. There would be like vinyl flooring. There would be like laminate flooring, flooring store, right? There's a bunch of different ones. For the sake of this video, I'm just gonna do 5 right here, of these different thematic ad groups. And whenever we build these out together, you just do the same process for the other ones. It's the same idea. I'm just not going to go over a bunch of them. We're just going to do 5. So we've got our carpet flooring ad group. So now what we're going to do is we're going to type in, we're going to exit out of all these. And now what we want to do is that's the name of our group. Now we want to get specific keywords that have to do with carpet, because there's different ways that people search for carpet, right? People could say like carpet flooring. They could just search the word carpet. They could say carpet near me, local carpet, right? Carpet Dallas, right? There's just there's a bunch of different ways that people search for carpet flooring. And so right here we have carpet, obviously would be one of them. Carpet flooring would be a part of that too. We'll use that. Carpet installation is going to be our carpet installation ad group. We're looking for different. So this is what people are literally searching for. Cheap carpet. You can go after that keyword. It's up to you. Like if you can test it out. It's all about testing. So if it's one of those things where you're getting a bunch of crap, cheap calls, then maybe don't do it. But just for the sake of the video, we'll put it in there. It's something somebody would search. And if you prioritize yourself on having really low prices, then this could be a good keyword for you. Carpet near me. That's something I would put there. Some people like to separate out like the near me keywords in a different group. I just throw it in there. I think it works pretty well. Empire carpet. We don't want Empire. So we don't want to go after business name searches that aren't your business name, obviously. So Empire, Lowe's, Home Depot, Floor and Decor. We don't want those. Carpet company. That could be a good one. I think it's carpet company near me if you extend it out. That's okay. Maybe making a different, like a carpet company ad group could potentially work. Outdoor would be probably a separate ad group. Carpet sales near me, that could be a good one. Okay, so I like to build, you can go through the whole list. So there's all these different variations of people searching for carpet. There's carpet company, there's new carpet, there's carpet for sale. Like you see all these different like variations that people are searching for. It's not just carpet or carpet flooring. There's all these different variations, and it's important to look at those different variations and target those as keywords like discount carpet, right? Bedroom carpet. There's just so many. So don't get too overwhelmed. Carpet cost, the cost keywords, I try to stay away from because those are like a lot of times just shoppers. They're not really, it's not like conversion type keywords, which is what we're going after. It's really important to memorize. Everything is what we're trying to do is all for the goal of getting more phone calls, conversions, people wanting to call us or submit a form. So there's our carpet group. And so now what we're going to do is carpet installation. We're going to look for specific keywords on that. Keep going back to that page. So now what we're going to do is type this in, carpet installation. So now we've got all these different variations of carpet installation. So obviously that's our base keyword, carpet installation near me. You can pretty much always count on near me being one of the variations of the keyword. So just keep that in mind. Carpet replacement. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Replacement is just another word for installation, kind of. Well, that's cost. Probably take out cost there. Just do replacement. Let's see. New carpet installation. That could be a good one. I don't know if cost is on there. You can't see the full keyword sometimes. Yeah, that's a good one. So you can come in here. Yeah, affordable carpet. That'd be a good one. Like another one would be like a carpet installer. It's kind of the same idea. That's just what I like to do. So there's and you can add more to this list. Just I'm showing you the process of how you do this for yourself, essentially. How you do the keyword research, how you're looking at these things. Floor contractor, let's look at that now. So now we're going to individually search this one. So you pick out your different keyword themes based off your products and services and what people are searching for. And then now we're building out the separate keyword variations that people are searching for. Really important. Contactor, no, contractor. See, Google's doing this weird thing now where they don't let you do it. It's so weird. Let's try floor contractor. See what that does. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, floor contractor. Yeah, floor contractor near me, right? That's gonna be one. I don't know what this one is. Maybe that's what it is. Yep. Floor installer, that'd be on the other one. Yeah, like best flooring contractor could be one. I've seen like local, like the word local on a lot of these can be good too. Like local flooring contractor, carpet contractor. So if you did epoxy for your business, you would make out different epoxy keyword themes. Best flooring contractor. That's one we could do. Okay, that'll be good for that ad group. Floor installation. Now what we're doing the same thing. Floor installation near me. That's kind of a, we saw floor installer earlier. We'll add that in. Okay. Kind of the same idea as a lot of the ones, like best floor installation. You can do that one. That'll be good for that ad group. I'm not going to go through every single keyword variation possible. We'd be on here for 10 hours probably. I'm just trying to show you how to do it. Hardwood flooring. Let me give it a search hardwood for it to pop up. Like wood flooring would be a variation of hardwood flooring. You could use that. Wood flooring near me, or hardwood flooring near me. Right. You can do that. Just wood flooring by itself. I know a lot of times like what the different keyword variations are because I've done it so many times for flooring companies. But you can do some more in-depth research here. And I will actually probably just give you a glimpse of a couple different fully built out ad groups. Like as you can see, these are different clients of ours. And, we've already kind of done this for, see, like I can go pretty in depth with the variations, which is good. Like you need to have a lot of different things to test out. But just to give you some ideas, again, just showing you how to do it. So as we go back here, so now we've got our ad groups, right? So these are ones that we know are being searched. It's something people are looking for. And if you offer these services, it's perfect. So you're trying to not just target any type of flooring keywords, obviously, but the ones that you service in or products you sell, types of flooring. Okay. Flooring company would be in their ad group. So again, I could probably add 10 more ad groups here, but you have to do some digging on that. So, all right, we did the hard work. Now what we're going to do is start building the campaign. Okay, so we're back on our screen. We've got the skeleton of our campaign set up. Beautiful. Now we can start creating the thing. So click the plus button, hit new campaign. Okay, your campaign objective. You're going to see multiple opinions about this on which one to select. Obviously, you're not promoting an app, so we're not to select that one. Website traffic, not a fan of it because ideally, because you're telling, this is what you're telling Google. Hey, I want this. I want this to happen with the campaign. It's the objective. So it's the campaign level, then the ad group level, then the kind of ads keyword level. And you got leads. So you're telling Google, hey, I want people that are going to convert and take action by calling me or submitting a form or whatever it is on my website or landing page. Sales, this could be like, if you're trying to get actual online sales, if you have, an add to cart action where you can actually, like an e-commerce style website. That's what you would choose. Awareness and consideration. You're just like more just kind of just trying to reach people, not really conversion focused. Local store visits and promotions. These can be good. Like I guess if you have a flooring store, you can kind of use this in a way, or you can just create it without guidance. Some people will say to just do this. I've seen a lot of success with choosing leads because that's ideally what we're trying to get. And Google is very, very smart in who to select when it comes to getting the right searches to convert and call you. So we're gonna skip the conversion tracking portion. We might go over that later. So once you do that, hit next. Campaign type. This is really important. We're gonna do search because that's where you're going to get the most bottom of funnel searches when it comes to like people actually ready to buy. Like they're ready to go. They're searching flooring installer near me, or floor installer Dallas, or hardwood flooring store, whatever it is. They're ready to buy a lot of times because they're on a search engine, right? So search is where you want to be because in real time you can get them as they're looking. So it's just really perfect when they call you. Performance Max is your, like what it says, reach audiences across all of Google with a single campaign. So this is going to essentially put it on all this if you do Performance Max. Display, not a fan of unless you got like a huge budget, like maybe 10, 20 grand a month. But again, you can get really cheap clicks on it. And this is going to just essentially, you've seen displays on websites before, like display ads. It's like, they're like banner ads pretty much on different websites. They can be effective. It's more so like for maybe a retargeting purpose, or just to build some brand awareness, things like that. Not a huge fan. Shopping, exactly what it sounds like. You sell an e-commerce product and you're going to be in the shopping section of the Google search. Video, it's on YouTube. So if you're running YouTube ads, this is what you would select. The demand gen, I'm not even sure. I don't even know what that is actually. I've never seen that before. Yeah, we're going to do search. So continue. Just want to make sure you know your options. You don't have to do everything I tell you to do, but this is essentially just what I've seen work. Okay. Just like the ways you like to reach your goal. So what we're going to be shooting for, you have to think about the ways that somebody would convert on your website or landing page. And this is going to be a phone call most times. And you can put in your phone number for your company. And it's going to be a form submission. It's not going to be an app download. You can do store visits. That's more of an offline conversion though. Not super trackable. Website visits if you're just trying to get traffic, but we want phone calls and form submissions. That's it. You can name your campaign whatever you want. Just put like your business name, search campaign. That's fine. Continue. Oh, let me go. Create a new campaign. Yeah, we want to start now. Okay, bidding. This is really, really important. This can make or break your campaign pretty much. So you have a few options here. So there's conversions, conversion value, clicks, and impression share. So conversions is essentially you're telling Google, hey, I want people to convert on my website or landing page or whatever. I want people to call me or submit a form, right? Conversions, that's what you want. Conversions value is, like if it's not one you're going to use a lot, honestly. Like it's not one I've used a ton. But like, if somebody has a certain value attached to, like however much your product is worth, you can kind of go after a certain, value like for the product that you sell. It's kind of confusing, and that was probably not the best explanation, but just don't use it. Clicks, you're going to maximize the amount of times people click on your ads. So you're telling Google, hey, I want to get a bunch of clicks on these ads. Just give me some traffic coming in. Then impression share. You can kind of give Google a goal of like, hey, I want to get like what it says here. See the percentage of impressions that your ads received compared to the total number of impressions that your ads could get. So you're trying to maximize your impression share. Just get as many impressions as possible, eyeballs on your ads. So what I highly recommend is that you start out with clicks for your campaign first, because we just want to we have no conversion data. That's the reason you don't want you would think conversions is what you want to start out with, because you're looking for conversions, right? But the way Google's algorithm works is you have to have a little bit of conversion data before you switch to this. This could be like 5 conversions, 10 conversions, 15. You know, if it's like around 8 to 10 conversions, I might then switch it to conversions from clicks. But if you've never gotten a conversion before, Google has no idea what a conversion looks like for you. So if you're starting out with zero data, they don't know what to go get for you. Right. So, but if you're going after clicks, you're just telling Google, hey, give me as many clicks as I can on this. This doesn't mean you're not going to get any conversions. It just means you have to build up some data first. But if you set up your campaign and your landing pages in the way that I tell you to set it up, and in the correct way, then you're still going to get conversions. But we're just trying to get some momentum coming in first. Now, you definitely want to not skip this where it says set a maximum cost per click bid limit. You have to click that, because if you don't, I have seen some campaigns that I'm not perfect here. We're not perfect when it comes to running these campaigns for clients. It happens, stuff happens. It's, no matter how good you are at this. And there's been times where I have forgotten, like maybe once or twice, to check this, and you'll pay $200 for a click. You'll pay $300 for a click. I've seen it happen before. And you do not want to pay that much for a click pretty much ever. Unless it's like a huge job, maybe, right? And it turns into a conversion. So on these clicks, so how you determine this is what you're saying, Google, this is how much I'm willing to pay you for a click, right? So if we set it at $10, you're telling Google, do not go spend more than $10 on a click. So how you determine this, we go back to our keyword planner, and we're looking at this now. Remember this from earlier? So now we have our ad group set up with our keywords. And so now what we're going to do is go back to our keywords here, kind of, you can go through all the different keywords we set up and kind of get an average here of what it costs. But just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to give you how you should be looking at this. Again, trying to teach you to fish here on your own a little bit, and how you should be thinking about this. So how you determine how much to bid is you have the top of page bid on the low range. So this is what Google is saying the average right now is to get to the top of the Google search page for your ads. So if you want to get to the top, on the low end, this is what it costs. So for like the hardwood keyword, you're not going to pay any less than $1.45. That's a good range. And then you have the top of page bid on the high range. So essentially they're saying this is what on the high end it's looking like to bid for this keyword. If you want to get to the top, this is what it's going to cost on the high end. So like for those installation keywords are usually more expensive than the material keywords. Like contractor, usually it's an install type thing. But for your material keywords, they're going to be a little bit cheaper. So as a strategy, what you can do is if you're a flooring store or you sell material, you can just go after the material keywords, and it's going to be a lot cheaper for you than if you go after the installation keywords. So, but obviously, if people buy material from you, most times they need a floor installer. Then you upsell them on an installation, right? So that's kind of some strategy to it as well. Is if you don't want to spend a bunch of money on installation keywords, you don't have to. You can just go after the material ones. So anyway, so we have to determine this we have to get one bid limit for all these different keywords, kind of an average here, because we don't want to bid lower than this, or we're not going to be at the top of the page at all. So you don't want to bid probably any lower than $5 here or $7, because you're not going to be super competitive. You want to make sure you're competitive enough to where you're at that top, you're confident you're going to be at the top, and you're going to get good searches coming in that are going to convert into calls. Because if you're at the bottom of the page or like page 2 and beyond, you're going to get more like non-converting clicks. So you got to be at the top. So the average here on the low range, what would that be? That'd be like $7, let's say, or $8. Let's call it $7 on the low end. Okay. And then on the top of page, high range, you want to get the average here of a lot of your different keywords. The average, we got the installation keywords that are in that 30, They're very competitive. They can be very expensive because installation jobs, you can make a lot of money from those, right? So naturally they're going to cost more. Um, so we've got the $5 for the material keyword, the $11 for the material keyword, and then you have installation in the 30s. So what I would recommend is don't go bid $40, like, out of the gate, but you want to be high enough to where you're competitive here. So you can be in between. I recommend you start out a little bit above in the middle of these two numbers. So if the average here is 7 and the average here is, like, let's call it, I don't know, 26, I recommend to start in the middle of those two numbers. So 7, 26 in the middle. What is that? 16, we'll say 1650. So you might, so that's going to be enough, obviously, on the low range to get you to the top page. But a lot of times it's not usually, depending on the market, it's not going to be in the low range. It's going to be somewhere in the middle or above. Again, like Dallas, it's a very competitive market. If you're in a smaller town, it may not be as competitive. It may be in the low range. So what I recommend is you go in the middle of the average of these two for your keywords. I hope that makes sense. Let me know. You can shoot me an email in the description of this video. And if you need more explanation on this, or you want to hop on a call with me, I can explain more. But that's essentially what you're trying to figure out, because that's really, really important. This is one of the most important parts of building a campaign. So the average of these two is about 1650. So, not that. That'd be a lot. 1650. So you're going to start it out at that. And then what's going to be really important is you can't just set this campaign up and forget about it. You have to look at the data and optimize the campaign as it's going on. So as it starts, you have to look at this campaign like every couple days here, or like especially, I'd say every day for the first month, because you got to make sure you're optimizing this campaign. You're changing up the ads. You're looking at how much the keywords cost. You're looking at where you're ranking on your ads. There's a lot of things here that you have to look at and know how to do. And I'll make more videos on how to optimize and look at the data of a Google Ads campaign to get it to work. Not to overwhelm you, but like it's a lot of work, and it's like to get it working. But I'm trying to show you a simpler way to set this up that's proven and that can get you calls coming in. So set it at that, in the middle of the average of the low range and the high range of the top of page bid. And then if you're looking at the data, and I'll tell you what numbers to read, and you're like not ranking at the top a lot, what you do is you go into the settings and you raise this bid. So you may have to raise it towards that higher range. So I recommend you go up by like $3, $4 each time, see what the results do, see where you're ranking at, and then you kind of go from there. If it's working, great, keep it at the bid. If you're still not ranking high enough and your results aren't great, keep cranking up the bid until you get to the top of the page. All right. Hit next. That's one of the biggest, most confusing things about a Google Ads campaign is the bidding. But it's really important. It just takes a little bit of time to train yourself onto. And that's why I'm here too, to help you. Search network, you don't want this. Display network, you don't want this. Unclick it. Essentially, that's just like Google's got websites that they would put you on that they're partners with. It's kind of strange, but we just want the search page, like the people that are ready to convert, bottom of funnel. That's really important. Display network, no, you don't want display stuff. Just waste of money. You get cheap clicks, but waste of money. Location, obviously, you want to target your area that you want jobs in. So if you're in Dallas, go for Dallas, right? You can do it by radius too, by going to advanced search, click on radius, and you can do a 20-mile radius. You can do a 1-mile radius, whatever you want to do. You type that in, you hit the pin, and then you click it, and you can target it, right? Or you can just do it by the exact city limits. Location options. Remember you got to click this to get this down. I don't know why Google does this, but they automatically by default have you select this option, presence or interest, meaning people regularly in or who've shown interest in your targeted locations. Recommended. That's what they recommend. So this could be people who've shown interest in your targeted locations. So if you're in New York and you type in Dallas flooring, or like you search stuff about Dallas with flooring, your ad's going to show to them sometimes. I would imagine you probably don't want jobs in New York if you're in Dallas. So I don't know why they recommend this to start, but click this one. Presence. It's people in are regularly in your target location. So most times it's people that live in Dallas or live in your service area. Click that. Languages, English most times. If you're Spanish, do that too. Or if you're another language, do that. Audience segments. I don't do a lot with this. You can target actually based off people that have shown interest in different things like home improvement or flooring. You can do that. I haven't done a lot of it. Mainly we're just kind of targeting keywords and the right keywords. You can skip this. Can't let you really do anything there. Automatic gray assets off. More settings. Just do this. Prefer best performing ads. Kind of let Google's algorithm do the work to select the best ads to run, the ones that will create, and I'll show you how to do that. Don't select an end date. Ad schedule. I do recommend highly that you change this to do your business hours. You don't want to get phone calls at 2 a.m. on a Saturday night. You don't want to waste money on that. You want people that are in real time searching, that call you to where you can answer, have a conversation with them, book them for an estimate. That's the best way. So if you're a Monday through Friday business, 8 to 5, select that, whatever your hours are. It's military time, so, figure that out. You can do 2 different ones too, or if you take a break from 12 to 1:30 throughout the day or whatever, you can do, if you work Saturdays from 1 to 5, you can just do Saturdays. They give you ranges, or you can just do all days, up to you. But again, if you do all days, you're just going to take a lot more chances at wasting money. Okay, hit next. Oh yeah, lots of AI stuff now with they can help you create ad copy. Okay, so yeah, I mean, you can use the AI. I've tried it, and it can give you some helpful ideas in terms of ad copying and keywords and things like that. But keywords, I would not suggest. They're just going to pick a bunch of random keywords for you that just don't apply to you. Ad copy, you got to be careful with AI because, like, it's just not. It's a tool, right? So, like, if you're using ChatGPT or Gemini for Google, then I mean, you just gotta see it as a tool. Like, don't see it as like a catch-all of like it's just gonna completely get you the perfect ad copy that's gonna get you phone calls. That's not the reality. You have to be able to tweak it, know what types of words and headlines convert, and just kind of know copywriting a little bit. So, but again, it's a great, great tool. Recommend it if you're looking for ideas. So it's gonna have you build up your first ad group, and so your ad group name. Now, this is where we start pulling from this, right? So we've got our 5 ad groups here. So I'm going to copy this name. Yep. So carpet flooring is our ad group. Because remember, what we're trying to do is we're trying to build these specific thematic ad groups that are just about these certain specific keywords. Because now what we're going to do is like for the carpet flooring keywords, we want to have carpet flooring ads with a carpet flooring landing page to follow, and then that's going to get you phone calls. So okay, so we've got our ad group. Now we're going to add our keywords. So here's what we're going to do. This is really important. You don't just want to do this where you just like you copy these keywords, then you paste them right here, and then that's it. No, because there's 3 different types of keywords, right? So if we have if you just do this, carpet flooring, this is a broad match keyword. There's 3 different types, as you can see right here. There's broad match, there's phrase match, there's exact match. So carpet flooring, broad match. I'm just explaining you the different types of keywords. I'm not telling you to do it just like this. If you already know this, then you can skip past this part. But this is really important because if you're targeting a bunch, if you just type it in just like this with no quotes and no brackets, you're doing broad match keywords. You're telling Google, hey, any search that has carpet or flooring in it, show my ad. So if somebody searches for carpet shoes, show my ad. So you're just going to get a bunch of like random searches, not super relevant to you type searches, flooring cleaners, flooring cleaning solutions, or, a bunch of like competitor names and stuff like that. Just really bad searches because just because you're targeting these keywords and you type this into Google, it doesn't mean you're going to get perfect, high converting, waiting to buy from you searches. No, it's not how this works. You have to be able to formulate these keywords in a way that get you searches, and there's some other ways too. I'll explain. But that's what that is. Phrase match is, hey, whatever, if there's a search that has this phrase in it, carpet flooring, I want my ad to pop up. So if it's like carpet flooring near me, carpet flooring Dallas, carpet flooring, or best carpet flooring, something like that, then that's what's going to pop up. I do recommend you do those. Now, exact match is if somebody types in exactly this phrase, I want my ad to pop up. So carpet flooring, if it's just that alone, ad to pop up. These are very powerful because you control essentially what the search is going to be. Now, the thing is, the more restrictive you get, the further down you go, the less the volume is. So carpet flooring broad match, you're going to get a lot of volume, a lot of searches, but a lot of times a lot of bad searches. You're going to get a little bit of less searches on this, but a little bit better, or a lot of less volume, but higher quality searches. So kind of a middle ground there. And this, you're going to get the least amount of volume with the best quality keyword. So I recommend you never do broad match unless you're really struggling to get volume and you really want to scale your campaign. And that's kind of one of the only ways you can do it beyond budget and some other things and bidding. But I recommend you do a phrase match and an exact match of each keyword. So I'm going to show you how you can do that very fast. Okay, so you are going to go to this website called adwordswrapper.com. This is going to help us just be a little bit faster with our keyword process here. So scroll all the way down. There's a bunch of ads on here. These are display ads, just so you know. That's what those look like from earlier when I was talking about that. Okay, so what you do, you come down here, and we're going to paste in our ad group keywords. So remember, we're doing the carpet flooring one first. So copy all those, include the name on there too. Copy those, go back to AdWords wrapper. Oops. Yeah, scroll down. My computer's being slow. Paste, and then what you're going to do is click wrap keywords. What that's going to do is give you all different types of combinations you can do for broad match, phrase match, exact match, all those. So like I said, you always want to do phrase match and exact match to start. And then you can always pause keywords, delete them, add in new ones. If you want to test broad match, you can. So you're going to copy those, go back to your campaign. And now we're going to paste those in here. Okay. Well, that wasn't right. Let me go back and do that again. Hitting the copy word does something weird. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a phrase and exact match for each keyword. Again, very important. You can click out of that. Okay, now what we're going to do is build our ad. So I recommend to do about, if you can, do 2 ads for each ad group, because again, within each ad group, you have the specific themed keywords. So we have our carpet flooring ad group, we have our carpet keywords. Now we want to formulate a couple carpet ads so that when carpet keywords are searched, carpet ads are triggered, and then we want to go to a carpet focused landing page. So, all right, final URL. So on this video, I'm not going to go in depth on how to build a carpet landing page or like these keyword focused landing pages. I'm going to probably build a video or create a video on how to do that separately. Again, if you want assistance on this, you can call me or email me about this. But like for this, because here's the deal. The This is what this link is. Yeah. Here's the deal. If you send specific traffic like this to a website, it can convert well sometimes, depending on how the website is built. Like if you've got, a click to call button like right here, if you've got, if it's just set up to where it's like people can convert easily, like filling out a form, things like that, it can do well. However, a lot of times websites, there's so many pages on them, and like they get, lost in the sauce pretty much, on the different pages they can go to. And there's just like not a lot of structure to it. And people are coming to here and they search because they have a specific problem. So they have a carpet problem. They need carpet or carpet installation. They don't want to necessarily go to just this general flooring website and then they have to decide what to do. You want to build a page that's specifically about carpet, right? And I'll show you kind of what one looks like. Okay, so here's kind of what I mean. Here's an example of this. These are the types of pages that we build out for our clients, because I own a flooring marketing agency that helps flooring companies, with all their digital marketing and to get them more, booked appointments and jobs. So, I mean, we do this for a lot of flooring companies with the Google Ads build I'm talking about here. We do this for them, take care of everything for them. They just want the phone ringing, and so we take care of that for them. And then we do Facebook, Instagram ads, SEO, web design, stuff like that. But these are the types of pages that we'll build out, where it's like, so we've got the carpet keyword, the carpet ad it's very specific. Then it takes them to a specific landing page that talks about how they do carpet and how it's, specific to the search. So first thing it says, hey, top rated carpet floor supplier and installer, we throw that in there, serving their cities, like serving Dallas and surrounding cities. That's really important. First thing on the page they go to, it has to specifically say what they search for and specify that they're in the area that they are located in, that the business is. And then so we say that outright, hey, we got what you're looking for and we're close to you. Give us a call. We have a little call to action, link for new carpet. Call us today. And so then we have a call to action immediately. Click to call right here. So this is mostly on mobile that we're going for. We don't want to go for desktop traffic a lot of time because it doesn't convert as well. Mobile traffic usually translates to phone calls. So this is what it looks like on a phone. They click on it, and they're able to call the business. So it's perfect. Then we give the option for them to fill out a form too if they want. And then from there, we say a little bit about the company, like, hey, this is us, screenshot, whether that's of the actual store or if it's of people, the people in front of their van they work out of, or a shot of their Google business profile with the reviews on it. And then we say what types of carpet we do, what our process is, and then more calls to action to request pricing. That takes them to the form to fill out again. So it's all very built to convert to phone calls and form submissions. Then we want to have reviews about the business, really important. So you want to make sure you've got some social proof, because you want to make sure that, because you're not the only flooring company they're probably looking at when they're searching. So you have to be able to stand apart a little bit with your social proof. And so show off some reviews, more calls to action, click to call, a little bit about the company, and then how they can get an estimate, right? So we make it very simple. Hey, here's the steps. Now here's another call to action. Click to call, get a free estimate. So we're providing them the information they're looking for and saying, hey, we've got the solution to what your problem is and we're close to you. And then, man, call us, click the call. We're not trying to be super annoying, but we want to make it easy for them to solve their problem, because that's the whole point here. We're problem solvers, right? That's why you have a flooring company, because people have flooring issues and you solve that for them. So your advertising has to be formulated and structured in such a way to where you're easily solving their problems, because this could be a stressful thing for them as they're looking for a flooring company. So we just want to build these pages out in a way that makes it simple for them and just makes their lives a little bit easier. So that gives you an idea of how you should be building out your pages, whether that's through your website, making a different page, or getting a different domain, which is what we do for our clients. We go out and buy a separate domain, build these pages out. And yeah, so anyway, this is kind of just a different URL. So you want to put that specific landing page URL in here. Display path, you want to put essentially the ad group name. This is going to be just like what the path is after the URL. So it just kind of says it's specific to their search. Yeah, so you can add a call extension, like kind of what this is. You can add a phone number. and we'll do that later. So essentially, it'll be a phone number that's attached to this text ad. This is kind of giving you a picture of what this looks like. We don't do desktop traffic, so don't even look at that hardly. Do mobile traffic. This is what our ad's going to look like. So headlines, actually building the ads. I recommend to try and fill these out as much as possible, because what's going to happen is most times Google and their algorithm and their AI is going to try and plug in the best headline at the time of the person searching that's going to help them solve the problem, and that's most relevant to their search. What I mean is, if you've got 10 headlines you're feeding to Google, there's only 2 headline spots. So at the time of the person searching, depending on what they're searching for, Google's going to, at the time, what they think is best, put in real time that headline that they think is going to get a click, right? So first headline, what you really want to make sure you have on there is what they searched for. Most important, okay? Carpet flooring is our ad group. So we want to say something like, not just carpet flooring, but like something like best carpet flooring Dallas, right? So the first thing we want them to know is we've got what we're searching for and we're close to you. Those are the most important things for a search campaign for a local business, for a local flooring company. So best carpet flooring Dallas. And then the next thing you want to say is have a call to action. So first thing is, hey, we've got what you're looking for. Now here's how we can solve your problem. So something like, click to call for a quick, let's do for a carpet quote. Oh, see, you have to make sure it's 30 characters. Click to call for carpet quote. Yeah, that works. So now look at, we've got our ad. It should populate right here with the, yeah, maybe not. But essentially, so you can structure it in a way to where it's this first, this second, and I'll show you how to do that. But I'm just kind of giving you ideas of what to actually put in for headlines. Like right here, this is what it would look like. Best carpet flooring Dallas, click call for a carpet quote. It's perfect. It's what they're looking for, and it tells them what to do. A lot of your competitors' ads are not doing this. Like they're just kind of saying, hey, we're a flooring company, we got carpet, blah, 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 whatever. But you want to have a funnel process that calls them to action. That's a big marketing principle and a copywriting principle. Okay, a couple other things. They'll give you some ideas here you can put in your headline. Best, you can put like best priced carpet. Essentially, we're trying to put a bunch of different like carpet based headlines here. This one works really well. Family and locally owned carpet flooring company could be one. And again, you can use ChatGPT, you can use Gemini on Google, or look at other resources to come up with Google ad headline copy. That can be very helpful. Free carpet estimate. That was really bad. Anyway, imagine that says estimate. We're open. Call today. Things like that. Okay, so try and put in as many as you can. So that's what that's going to look like. And now what Google's going to do is they're going to, in real time as the person searching, like I said, they're going to sub in, sub out these different headlines based off what they think is best, and to get a click and hopefully a call. And so I recommend you do it like that to start. And then, but a really powerful way is if you want to have more control over this, over what the person sees in your ad, what I like to do is I click this pin button, and then it automatically recommends to show it in any position, but you can actually pick it to show it in certain positions. So if you pin number 1, it's going to show in this first headline position. Then this is headline 2. Then there's 3 potentially headlines that can be on there, a third one, if it's short enough copy. Let's fix this. Okay, so now every single time somebody searches for our carpet flooring keywords, this is going to pop up. Best carpet flooring Dallas, #1. We have what you're searching for, and we're local to you. That's perfect. So, and then Google's going to sub in for the second headline what they think is going to work best for these other ones. Okay. And what you can also do is you can pin the second one. So if you know you want in your ad to say this every single time, you don't want Google to pick for you, I recommend you test this too. Test both, where Google picks it and then you pick it, and then see what the results are. Because a lot of this is just testing. So it's going to say that every time. Best carpet floor in Dallas, click to call for carpet quote. So you can formulate it like that. That's totally fine. And then you have your description. So you can do like a little thing about your company. So something like, we are a full service carpet flooring company in Dallas and surrounding areas. Click to call for a quote. Something like that, where we're trying to be relevant to what they're looking for. There's no room for that. And the second one, you can say more of a call to action. Click to call below for a quick and free carpet quote. And so now you can see what it's going to populate right here. Yeah, so something very simple. Like this is not supposed to be super complicated, guys. Like make this really simple and easy on yourself. Just be relevant to what they're searching for. Formulate all of your ad copy around that. That's what matters most. So you can fill in the descriptions more on that, and you know you can make these more detailed. But I'm just kind of giving you an idea of how to think about it and what to do there. Business name logos, I don't do a lot of that. Images, you can test it out. It doesn't do a lot necessarily. Call out site links, I'll go over that in a second. Okay, next. So we're still building out our first ad group here. Budget, this is really important. Oops, 1 second. So on this, I recommend that you do at least like $30 a day to start. Like around $1,000 a month. It's just a really, really healthy budget to get this to work well. If you can do more, do 50. I try to say, hey, do $2,000 a month, like to really give this a full go, because if you just close one job, it pretty much pays for it. You profit off of it. So, yeah, but just for the sake of this, we'll say $30. Hit next. Okay, that's all good, all good, all good. 1 second. Okay, so after that's all good, you're going to hit publish campaign. And so essentially the next steps are going to be, we have to build up the rest of our ad groups, right? So luckily we do not have to go through that whole process again. There's going to be a really easy way here. I'm going to show you on how you can build this out pretty efficiently and relatively fast. So yeah, definitely make sure it's paused. It's not ready yet. So go up to there and hit paused. So here's what I want you to do is, while this is loading, you want to, well, actually first, load it up here. So you're going to go down to ad groups. Make sure you're on the campaign. Let's just say the campaign name right here. So we have our first ad group. It's fantastic. It's awesome. So now what you're going to do to build out the rest of the ad groups is you're going to click this right here. Check this, hit edit, copy, edit, paste. So essentially we're going to have the same structure for each ad group, the same kind of ad structure. So we don't need to make anything crazy custom. We want to have the same principles in each ad with the different types of keywords to make it relevant for the specific search. So make sure the campaign's checked, hit done. You can just paste, yeah. So it's going to paste obviously the same keywords and the same ads, and then we're going to sub in our different keywords for the next ad group. So while that's loading, what you want to do is you want to come in here and grab the next set of keywords for our next ad group. In the AdWords wrapper, we're going to come up here, reset, like that. Hit wrap keywords. And phrase and exact match. Again, we're doing the same thing, right? So we're going to copy that. We're going to go back to our new ad group. It's done. Perfect. And so now it says carpet flooring 2. We want to rename that carpet installation, right? That's the name of our ad group. So save. So you're going to do this for the rest of the ad groups, right? So now you're going to click on it, and then you're going to delete these keywords because we don't want to use these anymore. Then you're going to hit edit, cut. So we're cutting all the ones that we're using for the other ad group. And then we're going to paste in our phrase and exact match carpet installation keywords. Sorry, I told you wrong. You're supposed to hit remove, not cut. Remove. I'll do that. But anyway, it's on that drop down. But so you're going to hit plus keywords. Now you're going to paste in your new keywords. Hit save. And then you're going to go to ads and assets now. And now you're going to click on the ad that we built. And now we're going to change it into carpet installation kind of phrasing on our ad. So we want to keep the same structure essentially on the ad, but we just want to sub in our new theme, because now when people search for carpet installation keywords, we want the ads to say carpet installation stuff to where it's relevant. They click on it, they then go to a carpet installation landing page, and then want to call us. It's like right here, carpet installer Dallas, right? So it's very relevant still. We can keep that pin number 1. You can keep it same, carpet quote, best price, carpet install, carpet flooring installation. So you kind of see what I'm doing. I'm making sure that it's relevant. So now we're building out, you see, we're already you can see the structure here. Like we're building out a really beautiful campaign here that's going to be super relevant, and it's going to get phone calls coming in. This is what works. So you would change the same stuff on here, carpet installation, then you're going to hit save ad. And make sure you plug in your carpet installation landing page that you've built out. You would have a separate path on your domain for carpet installation, just like how I showed you in our example earlier in that other landing page. And so now, just like that, you already built another ad group. So you rinse and repeat this process for the rest of the 3 and whatever other ad groups you have. So essentially, you go to the AdWords wrapper again, do the same process, and then you're going to have all these nice looking ad groups with great relevant keywords that are high converting. You're going to have some great ad copy like what we've created. And I recommend you maybe build out a second ad too for each ad group, just with a little bit different phrasing, so you can test out some different ads, and then have your specific themed landing pages that you attach to each ad group in their ads. So that's kind of the structure there. I'm not going to go through all of it. You kind of get the idea. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to go to ads and assets and then click on assets. So what we want to do, the main thing we want to add is what's called a call asset or a call extension. So what you're going to do is click the plus button. There's these different extensions. Extension just means, or the assets, what they mean is you've got your basic headline and description on the text ad, but then below that you can add in a phone number. You can add in a site link, which is like another link to a different page on your website. You can add in these different things called structure snippets, which are like different little links, with like different features of your service or whatever. I'll show you what that is. You can add images. You can add a logo. all these different things. But the most important thing is going to be a call. You can do a promotion one too if you get a $500 off, 10% off. So you see right here, it's an asset to the ad. It extends from the main headline and description. So you put in your main business number here. And so whenever they see on their specific search, they see your headline, that's exactly what they're searching for, you're close to them, then they can actually, if they want right there, they can click this and call you. So it's really, really important. So you're going to do that and click save. I'm not going to do it for this example, and then you've got what I want you to add in too are going to be some, let's do call outs. So call outs are going to be like kind of next to your description. So you have your descriptions, then your call out. So you can put in like different benefits or like, features to your service or product. So like if you do free estimates, say free estimates, these are only 25 characters. Financing, if you offer financing, one day install, I don't know, something like that. So now what's happening is you're going to have these, so they can click on these and then they're going to go to your landing page. So it's just more real estate you're taking up because you want to take up as much real estate as possible on that Google search page. That's going to help you get more phone calls. So then you're going to have your phone number attached to that. So you can have that on there. You would click save on that. You can put in an image, test that out. If you have a location, if you have a Google business profile, what I recommend is you add in that. So you click the plus, you hit continue. And then if you have a Google business profile for your flooring company, you would attach it to that. And then you can do a promotion, like I said, like a 10% off, a 20% off, whatever you've got there. So the main thing though is to have the call extension. You want to have that on there. And then kind of one of the final things is you kind of want to just check everything. So like you have your locations, make sure those are good. You got your ad schedule. Okay, that's good. And then go to your campaign settings. Okay, we're good. Got the budget, maximize clicks. We've got that. Perfect. So now once all the ad groups are done, the ads are done, the keywords are done, your location. Actually, one last thing here is go to one second. Never mind. That's pretty much essentially it. There is conversion tracking too. I will make a separate video on that, how to install that. And there's actually different videos you can look up on that too, on how to install conversion tracking for a Google Ads campaign. It's not hard at all. Don't let that intimidate you. But that is a really important piece to make sure you've got conversion tracking on there. You go to tools and settings, hit conversions, and you want to make sure you set up conversions for form submissions and for calls from your landing page and the call extension number. So really easy to do. Look up separate videos on that. I just the goal of this video is to give you an idea of how to think about building a Google Ads campaign for your flooring company, to do that in the most effective way. That's the strategy though, is you have your thematic ad groups from the keyword-based theme. Then you have your thematic ads that talk about the same thing they searched, then your landing pages, and you set up your bidding like how I told you, target the locations, and have a healthy budget, and you should be sitting pretty. So again, if you need more help with this, feel free to shoot me an email below. Go to our website. If you don't want to do this yourself and you're overwhelmed by this, because it's not just the setup, it's also the optimizations you have to make, which can be a lot of work, and just overseeing the campaign, because you can waste a lot of money very quickly. But if you want a professional to manage it for you and that already has proven results, please book a call with us, and we'd love to help you out and just kind of see if it's a good fit. And we'd just love to help you out in general if you just need some more guidance with this. But thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful and valuable, and we'll see you in the next video.